Part 4, the Sheriff Network Rising, the Global Emergent Response to the Market Collapse. My name is Sarah Trimble, founder and CEO of the Job Applicant Perspective, the first anonymous user reviews for job ads across the U.S. This is a level of Merry Christmas to job seekers out there. Unpaid labor force in this one-sided, two-sided, identity reinforcement market. It's been a long 25 years, and I wanted to give you a sense of campfires and the real reality breaking through their narrative. Why the old models failed. To understand why the old market had to fail, we can apply its own economic logic. These aren't just metaphors, they are the operating codes that created a system of guaranteed harm. Number 1, non-converging Nash equilibria enforced by ATS systems. Employers optimize for filtering, job seekers optimize for visibility, and so employers double down on filtering, and thus job seekers double down on visibility, and over and over and over. A guaranteed inefficiency machine, aka unpaid labor for the labor force, and a lot of extra money for employers. Number 2, acre lofts lemons created by lack of regulation around scraping in the market, platforms not incentivized to keep ghost jobs away from job seekers, and then employers adding on evergreen roles. Yikes, civil litigators, Merry Christmas to you too. When you've got an Econ 101 textbook about what a two-sided market is, it's really hard to defend on that one. Caldar-Hicks reasoning, yeah, this one's a choice. That implicitly treats Americans generating revenue unpaid in a market they can't opt out of for companies whose whole goal is to unemploy 90+% of them as acceptable. Woo, that's a thought. Jevons paradox. Failure modes created by adding one-click apply features and AI for the employer side. Convenience at a certain level is just market collapse due to noise. Add no one wants to work anymore public rhetoric, and you get the public gaslighting of the workforce driving a $100+ billion a year industry that many times generated its revenue via keeping the unpaid Americans it used the time of from the employment they sought to acquire. The cognitive blind spots around professionalism as performing a category error when it comes to hiring. Don't talk about it leads to don't think about it, leads to think about it only from the employer perspective. And you get experts actively choosing market collapse, thinking it was strategy, wage stagnation for the populace at large, and an absolute recipe for civic instability. Intent was not required. Impact was guaranteed. This is the first visible institutional break with that assumption. U.S. labor force, by and large, I cannot understate. Your friend in the labor market is fellow labor force members. That's it. If they're employed or they're HR recruiters or whatever, you should not be looking at them as allies.